Kyrie Irving is a basketball demon.
Kyrie, a three. Good! He got it at the buzzer!
Wow. That is ridiculous. His ability to navigate multiple bodies around him.
Kyrie with a step through. Sweet!
What is your favorite thing about Kyrie, the basketball player?
Listen, I will call Kyrie the wizard all the time. Like, all the time. Like, there was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do.
Imagine being laughed at by your new teammates called Squirrel Boy in front of everyone. Your oversized uniform doesn't fit and nobody thinks you belong. 5 minutes later, you shut them up with one move so magical, the gym goes silent.
Steal the champ, number 11, Kyrie Irving.
That's Kyrie Irving's origin story. Before Kyrie Irving became an NBA champion and one of the best ball handlers in basketball history, he had to earn his stripes at St. Patrick High School. This is the story of the shy kid with a big head, mismatched clothes, and 2 watches, who became a wizard on the court.
Irving, bonus string. Kyrie swerving inside for 2. Kyrie Irving. Now you see me. Now you don't. I'm gone.
Kyrie Irving's story doesn't start like most NBA stars. Not on the court, but in the classroom. Kyrie was born left-handed, but at the strict Catholic school he attended, his teachers weren't having it. Left-handedness? To them, it was practically a sin. They forced him to write with his right hand. How? By smacking the strength out of his left hand.
Jumped up and thought that was an option.
Catholic school didn't let me stay left-handed.
Oh, you were left-handed at first?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's why you got the
Absolutely. I was getting slapped on the hand for writing with my left hand.
Oh, wait, I never knew this.
Yeah, that was in old school. This was in '96.
The irony? What those teachers thought was punishment became the ultimate cheat code. Kyrie didn't just adapt, he unlocked ambidexterity.
Do you write lefty?
Yeah, I could do both.
Wait, so when you put a ball in your left hand, how does it feel now?
Natural.
No, when you watch him play,
Are you ambidextrous?
Makes sense.
Yeah, both sides of my brain are unlocked if you're asking.
Imagine being able to write, dribble, and dominate with both hands. That's where it began, but it didn't end there. Kyrie had something else. His pops. Dr. Dribbling Irving wasn't just your average dad, he was a walking basketball manual. A star at Boston University, Dribbling once had a shot at the Celtics before heading to Australia to play pro ball. But his most important assist? Passing the love for basketball to Kyrie. Well, back in middle school, Kyrie played for the West Orange traveling team. Under his dad, Dribbling wasn't just Kyrie's father, he was a former all-time leading scorer at Boston University, and he ran the team like it was a college program. No mercy. Before practice, 30 laps, no excuses. And when they finally got to the ball, it wasn't a simple drill. It was complex pick and rolls, backdoor cuts, the type of offense that would make any NBA coach raise an eyebrow. It was hard. Hell, it was brutal. No one, not even the players who loved the game, wanted to show up to practice. By 4th grade, that love turned into obsession. Kyrie made a promise to himself, a vow he wrote on the walls of his closet. I will play in the NBA, I promise. By 8th grade, the magic was undeniable. Nobody could handle the rock like Kyrie. Even his godfather, Rod Strickland, an NBA legend known as one of the greatest passers of the 90s, saw the it. Watching Kyrie weave and dance in the backyard, Rod turned to Dribbling and said, "This boy is gonna make you some money." Back in middle school, Kyrie was a little kid. He was just 5'7", skinny. He played with a jump shot that started around his hip. At Montclair Kimberly Academy, the lowest division of New Jersey basketball, a roster with nobody over 6 feet 1 inch, his game was almost invisible. Sophomore year, he shot up to 5'10", but that wasn't the game changer. The game changer was the insatiable hunger that grew in his chest. 29 points per game in a division nobody cared about wasn't enough for him. It was just fuel for his fire, but still, nobody knew his name. Seeking for more competition for Kyrie, his father linked him with Sandy Pionen, a local AAU coach who had a reputation for sculpting NBA talent. Pionen put Irving through some really unusual drills, like hopping in different directions while dribbling, full court one-on-ones and left-hand skyhooks from the free throw line. Then, St. Patrick High School. Kyrie's uniform didn't fit properly, a mismatched vest rolled up awkwardly to his elbows, and 2 G-Shock watches on his wrist. Plummer couldn't help but mutter to himself, "You gotta be kidding me." When Kyrie met his new teammates, they weren't exactly sold on him either. He didn't have facial hair, had a big head, he just looked like a squirrel. Teammate Christopher Gibson remembers. We called him Squirrel Boy. Kyrie wasn't initially taking shots, staying reserved, just passing the ball, maybe a little overwhelmed. But then, trapped on the baseline, he did something. With a quick, unexpected move, he nutmegged his defender, chased the ball down, pulled it back, and drained the shot.
Full court man-to-man. Irving going to the hoop with the left, got it! Impressive!
Gibson was stunned, and from that point on, his doubts about Kyrie evaporated. Literally. As the game went on, Kyrie began showing off his insane handle, crossing defenders over in ways nobody had seen before. The rest of the team? They were left shaking their heads in disbelief. He was ahead of everyone mentally, said teammate Kevin Seabrook. He created separation right there. They had just discovered something extraordinary, a kid who could make defenders look foolish with ease. By his senior year at St. Patrick's, Kyrie was already the best point guard in the country. His obsession with improving was relentless. Before a highly anticipated national showcase against the basketball powerhouse Oak Hill, his team, St. Patrick, was banned from competing in the New Jersey Tournament of Champions due to a preseason rules violation. Kyrie couldn't hold back his emotions. He started to cry. His teammate, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, put an arm around him, but nothing could make it better right then. It was a crushing blow. Later that night, in the game against Oak Hill, he and Kidd Gilchrist went off. Both scored 28 points, and with just seconds left and the team down by 1, Kyrie took the ball up the court. Instead of going for the shot himself, he passed to Derek Gordon. Gordon was fouled, sending him to the free throw line with just 0.4 seconds left. But Gordon missed both free throws. Oak Hill won the game. In 2009, Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski came calling. After averaging 24 points, 5 rebounds, and dishing out 7 assists per game as a senior, Kyrie enrolled at Duke. But fate? Yeah, fate had other plans. Just as the world was about to witness the dawn of a new basketball dynasty, tragedy struck. A brutal ligament injury in his foot. 11 games. That's all he got at Duke.
Yeah, Kyrie's injury is a serious one. It's being evaluated by our medical team here at Duke and with medical people from different parts of the country who are experts in foot injuries.
11 games. It wasn't much, but it was enough to send a message that this kid was the best.
Jordan Morgan was trying to complete a three-point play. Here's the steal. Irving taking it on Tennell. Left hand, yes!
On top of his silky dribbling and Fred Astaire footwork, Irving shot 50, 40, 90 in college, and nobody was surprised when the Cavaliers selected him with the first overall pick in the 2011 NBA draft.
With the first pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University.
A year after LeBron James's dramatic exit, the team needed more than a player. They needed a savior. And Kyrie, with the kind of confidence that was almost supernatural, stepped into that void like he was born for it. During his first practice with the Cavs, the gym was filled with the energy of the entire Cavaliers organization, and it was only the beginning. In 2014, Kyrie Irving linked up with Coach K once again, this time for Team USA in the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Their first shot together at Duke had been cut short by Irving's toe injury, but Coach K had learned one vital thing from that experience. The key to unlocking Kyrie was to let him be Kyrie. And let me tell you, when Coach K gave him that freedom, damn, Irving went off. Leading a squad filled with giants like Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, and James Harden, he dropped a bomb in the championship game, putting on a show so legendary, he walked away as the tournament MVP. Coach K, no stranger to greatness, said it best. He's so damn good. He fits perfectly with others around him. But that summer, just when things were looking like Kyrie's world, LeBron James made his big return to Cleveland and things started to shift. The Cavaliers weren't built for freedom. They were built for LeBron. Kyrie's rhythm was stifled. His role, to play off the ball, distribute more, and the whispers between him and LeBron. They became a low hum that couldn't be ignored. Then, in the 2015 NBA Finals, disaster struck. In Game 1, Kyrie's knee snapped.
Irving falls down, hangs on, gets it to J.R. Smith.
His kneecap was fractured. Phillyman, his best friend, saw it all up close. He was bummed out about being injured, he says. But then he said to himself, I'm coming back, and I'm coming back twice as good. So, Kyrie went to work. A change in diet, sleep routines, everything he could control, he did. And when the 2015-16 season hit, coaching changes, trade rumors, and a very public breakup with pop star Kehlani. But none of that mattered. Because when Game 7 of the NBA Finals arrived, Kyrie's moment wasn't a dream. It was destiny. With less than a minute left in the game, the ball was in Kyrie's hands. Stephen Curry was all over him. The stage was set. The world was watching. And then he let the shot fly.
Picked up by Steph Curry, 6 to shoot. He's at the right point. He stutter steps. He launches at 3. Hey! Nailed it! 53 seconds to go. Cavaliers 92, Warriors 89. Irving has 26. Oh, what a clutch shot for the fifth-year man out of Duke.
Right in Curry's face. The Cavs were champions.
Foul tip taken by Spades, final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
When Kyrie entered the NBA, he could have coasted. The dude was already a #1 pick. Already had the skill set most players dream of. But nah, that's not Kyrie. Right after the draft, he hit up Micah Lancaster, the trainer behind Legends. Micah's first move? Turned Kyrie into a basketball chameleon. Most players can dribble with both hands, but Kyrie, he doesn't just dribble, he manipulates. Lancaster trained him to protect the ball like his life depended on it, swatting defenders' hands away like they were mosquitoes. Imagine trying to guard a guy who's already a step ahead, who can switch hands, switch directions, and never lose the ball. Kyrie's offhand isn't just there for show, it's a weapon. When you try to steal the ball, you're not playing against Kyrie, you're playing against a wall. But here's where Kyrie really separates himself, his footwork. Most players, they stop in slow motion, gradually decelerating from full speed to 0. Not Kyrie. This man stops on a dime, full speed, then boom, he's frozen and you're still sliding in the wrong direction. And let's not forget his grip strength. Brad Stevens said it best. When Kyrie shakes your hand, you know it. His hands are so strong that the ball feels like it's part of him. No matter how many defenders swipe, poke, or slap at it, Kyrie keeps control. That's why his turnover rate is insane. The guy averages just 2.6 turnovers per game. Compare that to James Harden's 3.7 or Westbrook's 4.1. Even Steph Curry, the unanimous MVP, coughs it up over 3 times a game. You're not getting that ball unless he decides to give it to you. Now, Kyrie didn't just wake up one day with handles this deadly, he worked. Lancaster had him doing drills that sound insane to regular hoopers. Dribbling with a plastic bag on the ball? That was to improve grip and control.
It was during Baron Davis' documentary, and he said he used to dribble with a plastic bag, so I started dribbling with a plastic bag.
So what does that do?
Hand-eye coordination, get a feel for the ball. You know, it's a plastic bag on a basketball, literally, so you gotta get a feel for it.
And you don't know exactly which way it'll bounce depending on where the bag is?
Nope, literally a plastic bag on a ball, correct.
Dribbling 2 balls at once, that was to sink his hands and build ambidexterity. Every move was built to dismantle defenders. Let's talk stats because numbers don't lie. Kyrie averages 23.4 points per game for his career, and a lot of those come from his handles creating open looks. He's shooting 47% from the field, which is wild for a guard who takes as many tough shots as he does. And let's not forget the efficiency. career 39% from free, 88% from the line. So what makes Kyrie the best ball handler in NBA history? It's not just one thing. It's the hands, the footwork, the unpredictability. It's the hours he put in perfecting drills that most players wouldn't even attempt. It's the way he can freeze a defender with a single hesitation or send them flying with a crossover. When you watch Kyrie, you're not just watching basketball, you're watching a master at work. He's not just breaking ankles, he's breaking the laws of physics. And the craziest part, he makes it look easy.